February 29th. We are on pages 56 and 57. We're on day 1 of our science article, and today, man, we have an interesting topic. Our title today is Welcome to the Uncanny Valley.
没错，我们今天讲的主题非常有趣。你光看英文标题的话，你以为是个地方 Uncanny Valley， 好，欢迎来到这个地方吗？可是不是哦。他看到中文标题，他说似人却非人，令人毛骨悚然的恐怖谷效应。他在讲的不是一个 place， 他在讲的是一个心理的状态哦。
So our subtitle today is a really good, interesting explanation. So close, but yet so far away. And this is because we're talking about the creepy feelings we feel when we see like something really close to being a human, but it's not real.
没错，所以在这边的话，其实在讲的那种很近，但是又感觉到很远，到底在讲什么呢？其实是那种看到非常像人类，但又不是人类的东西的时候，你会有一种毛骨悚然的感觉。老师刚刚用到这个 creepy 这个字，好，它的拼法是 creepy， 意思就是那种哇，觉得有点惊悚、毛骨悚然。
Yeah, 谁下来 creepy. That's going to be a good word today. creepy. Let's hear the story, and when we come back, we got lots to learn.
Welcome to the Uncanny Valley. The Uncanny Valley is a term used to describe the uneasy feeling people experience when they see the human-like appearance of a robotic object. In 1970, roboticist Masahiro Mori first wrote an essay about the Uncanny Valley. He proposed that as robots look more human in appearance, people tend to find them more likable. However, when robots become too human-like, it can make people feel uncomfortable and scared. There are a number of theories about why the Uncanny Valley effect occurs. One theory suggests that the Uncanny Valley happens because people are sensitive to the positioning and size of human facial features. When they pick up on mismatches between robots and real humans, they become uncomfortable. For example, a human-like face that doesn't move like a real person's can cause discomfort. From an evolutionary angle, the mismatches give people a warning that the robots may pose a threat. Another similar theory suggests that the unnatural movements of robots lead people to believe they wouldn't make good partners. To avoid the Uncanny Valley, perhaps roboticists should focus more on the functions of robots instead of their appearances.
Okay, friends, before we start the story, we need to kind of understand this phrase uncanny. So uncanny, you won't use it a lot in English. Like X-Men, like we talk about the uncanny X-Men. Uncanny is a word that means it's almost 100% real. We know it's not real, but it feels almost real. And today we will talk about robots or things that are almost like people, but we know they're not. And this valley is the space between two mountains. So you have two mountains, you have this little V here. This is the valley here. That's because the closer something gets to a person, the more we like it. But then it gets really close to a person, now we don't like it. It feels uncomfortable. And so I like it, I like it, I like it, I don't like it, I don't like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. That's the uncanny valley.
没错，所以在这里的话呢，我们先解释一下 uncanny 这个字。uncanny 的话是那种没有办法去解释的那种奇怪怪异的感觉。我看到这个字的时候，多半想到的是两样东西很像。比方说今天这个人，比方说今天我在路上找到一个长得很像 Chris 老师的人，我看他说 the resemblance 这个相似程度 is uncanny 无法解释，难以想象，会用到 uncanny。 再来另外提到 valley 的话是山谷的意思。老师刚刚就解释到说，如果说你喜欢一样东西，越像人的东西，我们越喜欢，好喜欢。突然间太像的时候，突然我好讨厌，然后最后又再超过那个点之后，又开始喜欢。它那个部分的开始不喜欢的那个掉下去那个点，它就形成一个 V 型，像一个谷一样，所以叫做 Uncanny Valley。That's
very good. Another word we need to know today here is human versus person, okay? So person just a人, you know this. Then we have the word human. Human is people but no culture. We're talking about the animal human.
没错。所以说今天提到 human 的时候，有点像是把人当作是动物的一种，然后只是讲到人这样的一个物种。那如果提到 person 的话，就是把我们人啊、文化啊相关的概念加上去。
Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get into our story. The Uncanny Valley is a term used to describe the uneasy feeling people experience when they see the human-like appearance of a robotic object.
好，我们来看第一句话，句子很长，我们慢慢看哦。The Uncanny Valley， 好，它讲到这个恐怖谷呢 ，is a term， 原来是一个特殊的一个词汇 ，used to describe an uneasy feeling people experience， 它用来去形容一种人会感受到、体验过的那种不安的感觉。Uneasy 就是不安的这个形容词 uneasy feeling. When they see the human-like appearance of a robotic object. Robotic object 这没有问题，是指这种机器的物体。当他看见一个机器物体非常像人的这种外观的时候，它会产生一种不安全感。
All right, let's get to our next sentence. In 1970, roboticist Masahiro Mori first wrote an essay about the Uncanny Valley.
好，我们告诉你说，在1970年这一年呢 ，roboticist 好就是指机器人专家 Masahiro Mori 就是森正弘。你看到这个名字就知道他应该是日本人，对不对？这个机器人专家呢 ，first wrote an essay about the Uncanny Valley。他第一次谈到了有关恐怖谷的文章，是在1970年的时候所提到的。
Okay, you probably know ER means like a person, teacher, singer, 那个这个人会教，这个人会唱歌。But IST 也是这样子 so IST equals ER. 你可以写下来 IST equals ER. Because you know the word scientist and artist. 这个 IST 就是 ER, 就是人的意思。
没错。
Let's go to our next sentence. He proposed, he said, he stated that as robots look more human in appearance, people tend to find them more likable.
好，这句话呢，他提到说了，他指出了，他提出了这样的一个说法。Propose 这个字的意思就是提出一个说法，或是有一个提案等等。He proposed that， 意思是他指出这件事情 as robots look more human in appearance。如果说机器人在外观上面越来越像人的情况下呢，好 ，people tend to find them more likable。人们会觉得说，跟我们很接近，会比较喜欢。你越像人类的话，我们会觉得越亲近，越喜欢这个机器人。
Don't forget, 我们可以注意加 able. 如果你出一个母音，你要加一个母音。And let's go to our next sentence. However, when robots become too human-like, it can make people feel uncomfortable and scared.
但是怎么样呢？他告诉你说 ，however， 这个 however 就是一个大转折，对不对？但是 when robots become too human-like， 好，太像人的时候 ，too 这个词它就是一个超过的感觉嘛。如果说今天这个机器人太像人了，居然怎么样？物极必反 ，it can make people feel uncomfortable。好，居然人们看到的时候觉得，好像不是很自在，不是很安全，不是很安心的感觉 ，and scared， 甚至会害怕。
That's right. So think about like a stuffed animal. Now, maybe you never thought about stuffed animals, but like a teddy bear doesn't look like a real bear. It looks like a person with like a bear skin, right? It has like big eyes and a face like a person. Yeah, it's a bear, but stuffed animals look like people. And we like those. Those are cute and we give them to little kids. So it's kind of like a person. It's cute and we like it. We like it. And now think about like a zombie. And a zombie is really close to a person. In fact, it was a person. Now it's a living dead person. And zombies walk funny. Their skin doesn't look right. And that's the uncanny valley. Think of a stuffed animal. It's like a person. A zombie is more like a person, but it's not. And you feel not good. And that's the uncanny valley.
没错，所以老师在那边提到的是这样，很多时候你看到那种填充玩具，好像是那个 teddy bear 泰迪熊，对不对？它其实不是真的熊那样，它是熊的这个外形加上人的那种感觉，所以它看起来哇好可爱哦，可以抱，可以干嘛？很喜欢，是喜欢的那一块。但是如果你想想看是僵尸的话，僵尸更像人，比这个泰迪熊像人多啦。可是怎么样？它看起来很恐怖，脸啊，这个皮肤有没有都可能剥落等等。你看到，它的动作就感觉怪怪的，你就觉得哇，这很可怕。
Yeah. So, all right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we got paragraph 2 and lots more to learn. Hey friends, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We're on pages 56 and 57, and we are talking about the uncanny valley. The more something is like a person, the more it makes us feel kind of creepy, like when it's really close. I have an experience like this. When I was a little boy, my sister and we snuck into our attic, and our dad said we shouldn't go there because it's a little dangerous up there. And the attic was right behind my sister's bedroom.
OK， 老师说呢，在他小的时候，他跟他妹妹，两个人，有偷溜到这个阁楼去的这种经验。那当初呢，他老爸是跟他讲说，你们两个不要到阁楼去哦，上面很危险，东西很多，很危险哦，叫不要去。然后这个阁楼刚好就在这个他妹妹的这个房间的后面。
So we went up there, and there's like a little window, and there's this, just so it's a little bit bright, but there's a lot of dust. You could see it in the air. And right behind my sister's door, there's this very tall, like, thing wrapped in blankets, and it looks like a dead body. And we are so scared, and we run out. We want to ask our dad, why is there a dead body in our attic? But we can't ask him because he says, don't go into the attic.
哇，老师就跟他讲说，后来他跟他妹妹还是偷溜到阁楼里面去了嘛。好，你可以看到说他有一个小小的窗子，你可以看到说那个一点点光线照进来的时候呢，里面都布满了那种灰尘。然后后来发现到说，奇怪，怎么这个阁楼里面有一个非常大的东西，然后是用那个毯子裹着的，白色的毯子这样裹着的。然后他觉得说看起来很像是一个尸体。然后他想说，要不要问爸爸说为什么会家里头会有一个尸体？可又不敢问，因为爸爸叫我们不要进阁楼里头来。
So for many years, we don't go in the attic. We're afraid. One year, my dad says, hey, come to the attic and help me. I'm older. I'm bigger now. I can help him move things. And he wants me to move the dead body. And now I'm very scared inside, but I act cool. I'm like, oh, what is this thing? He's like, oh, it's the Christmas tree. And I said, well, why did you wrap it in blankets? He says, well, we don't want it to be dusty. And I felt very nervous. And that 刺体的感觉, I mean, that was the uncanny valley. It looked like a dead person to me.
所以说今天呢，好多年的谜题总算解开。等到后来好多年之后，他跟他妹妹都不敢进去阁楼，因为太恐怖了。后来好多年之后，他慢慢长大了嘛。有一天，他爸爸就跟他讲说：“那个 Chris 来帮我一起到阁楼里搬东西。”于是呢，他又看到那个他觉得是尸体的东西，然后用那个毯子裹起来。他还是虽然说心里很害怕，但是呢，老师表面上表示很镇定，说我们这个东西是什么东西啊？然后于是他爸爸告诉他说：“哦，这是那个我们的圣诞树啊。”原来是圣诞树，那为什么要拿这个白色的东西裹起来，好像尸体一样？然后没有啊，因为圣诞树会掉那个很多的那个叶子嘛，所以把它裹起来的话，比较不会让空气里面充满了很多很多的灰尘，就这样子。多年的谜题总算解开了。
那么多年我们害怕，
吓死了。
All right, let's go to paragraph 2. There are a number of theories. There are a number of ideas about why the uncanny valley effect occurs.
好，我们这一段就要介绍一下。 开始有很多的理论去解释这种恐怖谷的这种现象跟效应。说有些理论呢说明为什么恐怖谷的效应会发生哦。在这里的话 occurs 这个字的话意思就是发生。如果这个字要变成过去式或变成 ing 的时候，它必须要再加一个 r， 再加 ed 或再加 ing。
One theory suggests that the uncanny valley happens because people are sensitive to the positioning and size of human facial features. So if a person's face, if the eyes are too big or too small, they're very far apart, we see that and we notice it, and it might make us feel uncomfortable.
所以说今天他告诉你说，其中恐怖谷的原因呢是说，其实人，他说because people are sensitive to the positioning and size of human facial features， 对人的五官的位置分布啊，其实事实上是有一定的敏感度，而且是蛮敏感的。所以说你的五官分布如果说有点跟平常我们认知的不太一样的时候，就会引起不适。在这边的话顺便说一下 ，One theory suggests that， 当你讲到 suggest 的时候，多半是就是我们有发现这样的现象，但还是不能斩钉截铁说一定是这样，我们会使用 suggest 这个字来表达。
When they pick up on, when we kind of notice it, when we pay attention to it, when they pick up on mismatches between robots and real humans, they become uncomfortable.
好，还告诉你说 when they pick up on， 当你说 pick up on 就是开始注意到，人们注意到这种 mismatches between robots and real humans， 然后人啊跟机器人之间这种不一致的那种感觉的时候呢 they become uncomfortable， 就感觉很不舒服，觉得好像哪里怪怪的。
For example, a human-like face that doesn't move like a real person's can cause discomfort, and this makes total sense to me.
所以在这边的话就提到说，举个例子哦，一张人脸，它动起来的时候，居然不像一个人脸真正会动起来的样子。所以说 ，a human-like face， 看起来很像人脸，对不对 ？That doesn't move like a real person's， 动起来的时候发现，它怎么笑起来感觉不像真人 ，can cause discomfort， 就会造成这种心理的不舒服、不适的感觉。
We are animals. We are animals, and we don't want to die. So if we see a very sick person, now today, of course, we know we can take them to the hospital, give them medicine, and help them. But think about a long time ago. If you saw someone that was very, very sick, you need to think about yourself. This person will probably die. If you get close to them, you can get sick and die too. Those very sick people, they will move strangely. Their bodies will look uncomfortable. And we notice that we are animals and we don't want to die. For me, the uncanny valley, very clearly to me, is about seeing disease, seeing someone very sick, and that movement. That's why zombies are so scary.
所以说老师提到说，其实如果他去解释恐怖谷的话，这个说法还蛮合理。就是你如果看到，我们毕竟是动物嘛，所以说如果看到说，有人很生病很严重的，然后脸上的表情扭曲啊等等。然后我们事实上看到那些表情的时候，发现到，想象如果太靠近靠近这些人的话，说不定你也会被传染到，你也会死。所以说那种恐怖的感觉，在 Chris 老师身上，他如果看到这种生病的啦，或者提到这种有寄生虫啊，各式各样那种跟虫啊疾病有关的，他会感到特别的害怕。所以说他会觉得说，难怪我们会觉得说僵尸很恐怖，就是这样的感觉。
All right, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we have paragraph 3. Hey everyone, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We're on pages 56 and 57. It's the science article, and we're talking about the uncanny valley, why we feel uncomfortable when we see really, really human-like robots. From an evolutionary angle. Let me say that again. From an evolutionary angle, the mismatches give people a warning that robots may pose a threat.
好，我们来这一段呢，看到了另外一个观点跟理论哦。From an evolutionary angle， 如果你提到说 from a 什么什么 angle 的话，就是指从这个观点去切入。那这里的话 ，evolutionary 指的是进化、演化的意思。所以说，我们从演化的角度来看 ，the mismatches， 这种不一致的感觉呢。Give people a warning， 告诉人家说，要小心啊，给他这个警告。 that the robots may pose a threat. 好，这个机器人可能会威胁到我们人类，好，会造成威胁。
Yeah, they might be dangerous. Another similar theory suggests that the unnatural movements of robots lead people to believe they wouldn't make good partners.
好，接下来你看哦，所以从演化的角度来看，另外一件事情就是我们在挑选自己的这种配偶啊、伴侣的时候，也会注意到对方的一些细节，对不对？他说 another similar theory， 好，另外一个类似的理论也说到说什么呢 ？The unnatural movements， 好，这种不自然的这种动作 of robots。Lead people to believe 会让人们觉得人们相信说 they wouldn't make good partners 他们并不会是很好的这种伴侣或是配偶，所以说就观点上来看，一看都觉得说哇这种怪怪的 something is off 好那种感觉的话，会让人觉得哦这个要远离，这个要小心。那种不安全感是来自于我们在选择配偶、选择伴侣的时候自然而然的一种直觉。
So we are animals, and of course animals don't want to die.But they also want to have young. They want to have babies for the future. So the strange, weird movements that robots make, when we say they don't make good partners, it means that like the animal part of us thinks this strange movement means they have bad genes, they have bad DNA. The children you would make with them would be very unhealthy and not live. The children would die. And so because we want to make babies,these weird movements wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% convinced of this because when I look at something like just like a prosthetic hand, like looking at when someone loses their hand and they put that on, just looking at that hand feels a little uncomfortable to me. I don't think that hand will make a good baby, right?
没错。
So for me, it's a little bit more about disease to my brain.
所以说在这里的话，老师呢会认为说这样的这种择偶的观点，他其实比较没有那么相信，是因为他如果看到有些人，他们可能刚好被截肢了之后，换上这个义肢，是那种自动的那种义肢的话，他光看到那个义肢的话，他不会想说哦，我是要跟这个义肢说要有下一代啊，不会，他只是觉得说他这个义肢的话，在我的脑中看到的时候，会觉得说这是一种疾病的象征，所以会触动我里面不安的那一块。
The skin never looks real. The skin always looks like it doesn't look healthy. And that's what it looks like to me.
没错。
So, okay, to avoid the uncanny valley, perhaps roboticists should focus more on the function of robots instead of their appearances.
好，所以最后这句话告诉你们说 ，to avoid the uncanny valley， 为了要避开这个恐怖谷效应呢，说不定 perhaps roboticists 好，这些机器人专家是 focus more on the functions of robots， 应该要更专注于这个机器人的功能 instead of their appearances， 而不是注重在他们的外观要更像人类。
Did you ever have an experience with the uncanny valley?
有，我之前在很小的时候看过我的叔叔啊，我的那个大伯啊，他的话有放了一个那种人形，那种日本的人偶。然后那个人偶感觉上是那种赤松人偶，然后它变成是说你有机会去查一下，他们的话有些赤松人偶，他们用的那个头发，对不对？它是会不断在长长的。然后我看到的时候觉得很害怕，而且他的那个眼神好像感觉上我走到哪里都会看哪里，就像蒙娜丽莎，如果你看的那个画像，对不对？你一边走的时候，你发现他好像在看着你，那样的感觉很恐怖。
So, of course, the question now is,Anthony has experienced the uncanny valley. So have I with a Christmas tree. What about you? Have you felt the uncanny valley before? Or do you think that just people are playing it up? I think I think it's really creepy. So let us know what you think. Where did you experience the uncanny valley? Tell us what you feel is kind of scary. Like I said, like a stuffed animal or a zombie. Like a dead body.
Yeah,
like looking at a dead person, I feel that too. It's like this is almost a person, but it's not.
It's not.
It feels different to me, and my brain, the animal part of my brain feels it. So tell us what you think in those comments, and that's it for day 1. We will be back tomorrow with day 2, more of the Uncanny Valley. But until then, I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Anthony.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.